Welcome to a new Halloween month video. In this video, I explore one of literature's most haunting creations, Dorian Gray. The beautiful young man whose soul is captured in a portrait that ages and decays while he remains eternally youthful. From the atmospheric elegance of Don Curtis's 1970 adaptation starring Shane Bryant and Nigel Davenport, to the darker and more sensual tone of the 2009 remake with Ben Barnes and Colin Firth. Both versions offer their own fascinating interpretations of Oscar Wilde's timeless tale. The Dan Curtis version carries that unmistakable Gothic mood of the late 60s and early 70s, a period that loved to blend horror, mystery, and psychological tension. Shane Bryant's Dorian is refined, mysterious, and eerily calm, while Nigel Davenport brings a sharp intellect and intensity to Lord Henry. There's a quiet elegance in this version, with shadowy sets, candlelight, and a tone that feels almost like an extension of Dark Shadows, which makes sense since Curtis directed both. You can feel that same Gothic romanticism running through every scene. Then, decades later, we meet a new Dorian Gray in the 2009 remake. Ben Barnes gives a youthful and magnetic performance, perfectly embodying Dorian's charm and vulnerability before his descent into corruption. Colin Firth, as Lord Henry Wotton, brings sophistication and a wicked sense of wit that echoes Wilde's biting social commentary. This adaptation leans heavily into visual spectacle, temptation, and moral decay, showing us not just a cursed man, but a society obsessed with beauty, indulgence, and power. What's fascinating is how each film mirrors the era that created it. The 1970s version reflects a time of Gothic storytelling, where the horror was subtle, psychological, and atmospheric. The 2009 version, on the other hand, mirrors our modern fascination with image, fame, and the dark consequences of vanity. A world where appearances are everything and morality becomes blurred. Both interpretations remind us of the original novel's brilliance, Wilde's warning that beauty without conscience and pleasure without restraint can destroy the soul. Whether in the soft candlelight of a Victorian room or the shadowy corridors of modern London, Dorian's tragedy continues to resonate. I would love to hear your thoughts. Which version do you prefer? The elegant, Gothic, 1970 interpretation, or the darker, more sensual, 2009 remake? Do you think today's world still carries Dorian Gray's obsession with eternal youth and perfection? If you enjoy this kind of classic and comparative film discussion, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more movie reflections, classic reviews, and cinematic journeys through time.
The Dan Curtis version is available on Tubi. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.